Hey guys, I've had some followers ask me to talk about church production kind of stuff. I spent, 15 years of my life when my kids were young. I came off a road and worked as a tech director in several different churches. I have a lot of experience with church production, is what I'm saying. So I've had some followers ask me to talk about that. I am going to do a long form video about that probably next week or something, but I thought I'd do a short and a reel here and just kind of hit the most obvious things that I see churches doing wrong when it comes to putting together a praise and worship team or a tech team or something like that. First of all, we're in an environment here where most of the people are volunteers. So with that being said, it's hard to hold people accountable for learning the music or what the skill set they're bringing to the table when they're doing it for free. That's why I tell a lot of churches that there are huge benefits in actually hiring musicians and hiring a tech director, because then you can hold them to a certain standard that you wish your church to be at. So I'm not saying it's a bad thing that there's all volunteers, but you should at least have leadership positions on the payroll so they can be molding and discipling these teams in the direction that your church requires. The other thing is, too, they don't raise the bar for excellence because they're afraid of offending someone. I think that's a huge mistake. Now, if you're in a small little country church of 75 people and the people on stage are just all the people you have available, that's one thing, okay? Believe me, I have grace and compassion toward this conversation. But I see some churches that are much larger and do have a bigger pool of musicians to draw from who just absolutely don't have any standard of excellence. Like, if a person can't sing, why would you put them on the praise and worship team? Just to have a warm body up there? And how about this? I know this is crazy. Call me crazy idea. Instead of putting 12 okay singers on stage, why don't you put 3 good singers on stage? You know what I'm saying? Instead of having this huge giant band and only half of them know how to play the music and they're just jacking the music up from week to week, how about you just get a really good solid rhythm section who knows what they're doing? Maybe put them on the payroll, and at least you have a firm foundation that your praise and worship service can stand on. And these are epic mistakes, and so many people I see are just scared of conflict, or they're afraid to raise that standard. Hey man, I don't know about you, I'm a Christian. Jesus died a horrible death on the cross. That was not easy to digest. I think he's worth more than the bare minimum.